Hey everybody, it's Shreyas and welcome to today's lesson. Today we will really be talking about HTML basics, and today is just a quick course which I really want to introduce you guys to the world of HTML and CSS and what are the building blocks of a website, because I think it's really useful for all of us to know these types of tips. So without further ado, let's just jump right into today's video. Okay guys, so open up a fresh new page on Google and search up code sandbox.io. Once you're on the main page, if you do not have an account, click on try for free. And once you click on try for free, it will ask you to create a sandbox or create a dev box or create import repository. Now, one thing you need to take note is that when you're going to do this, you can't actually save your project, which is why it's important to create an account. So click on sign in. And then click on sign in with either Google or GitHub or Apple. So I'll be signing in with Google. All I have to do is choose the email which you normally use. And now, as you can see, we are already in the home page. So in order to create a project, always click on Sandbox and create your new project. As you know, we have to choose HTML plus CSS for this project. And we're just going to name this Lesson 1, Basics of HTML. And then finally, click on Create Sandbox. Now, as it installs the editor, let me explain more about what Code Sandbox really is. And one thing is, what is HTML, CSS, and JS? And why are they so good with each other? Now let's talk about what HTML, CSS, and JS are. So HTML is basically the brick. What do I mean by that? It means that it's the foundation of a website. CSS is the paint. It basically helps to beautify the website. And finally, JS. JS is the toolbox. This helps to make the website more interactive. Okay, so we know that HTML is the foundation of a website, and CSS beautifies the website, makes it more nice rather than the website being plain. And JS basically just makes the website more interactive by giving functions to buttons and all that stuff. So we use JS to link HTML. We actually link HTML to JS, meaning we use the tools in a toolbox to build our way. By basically, for example, you use super glue or you use cement to glue the bricks together to form a building. It's the same thing. That's how we link HTML to JS. So that's just one way which us coders really do to actually link. Now that we've actually learned what HTML, CSS, and JS really is, let's just get on with the coding. So let's start off by first deleting this code. I'm going to explain it to you one by one, because you need to first understand what this is before really just looking into it immediately. Let's start by first basically identifying the document. So one thing when you identify the document is identify what programming language you're using. So in this case, you're using HTML, right? Since, as you know, we are doing a HTML project. Next, and one thing which you have to take note about is that HTML uses tags. What are tags? This is a tag. I'll show you. This is a tag. So this thing right here is a tag. Okay? So HTML uses tags. So whenever you open a tag, whenever you open a tag, for example, you write HTML, right? And once you write a function, for example, head title. Let me just write something quickly. Hello. Oops, sorry. I did wrong, Leila. And then remember that you've opened HTML and head. So what do? Take note that since you opened head, you do need to close it. So thus, close the tags /head. So what you need to take note is that whenever you close tags, you always write a hash, okay? And finally, /HTML to close HTML. So if you were to run this program, in this code sandbox, you just click on the refresh button. It shows nothing. Why? Now, let's explain whatever's really here. Start off, like I said, we have to define the document. And the document which you're using here, the programming language we're using here, is HTML. It's pretty obvious, right? So let's start with the next sentence. Tags HTML. Now, what is one thing which is missing here? For those intermediate coders out there, you would know what's missing. You need to define the language. Why? So because, let's say, so what happens is we have an ID. So we define the language to English. Why? So you can also, this is mainly because if you define the language, it makes the website more accurate. And you can make it even more specific by writing GB, which is Great Britain, or UK, British English, or US, which is US English. That's a little bit more specific. But most of the time when you're creating your websites, I would actually suggest you to not actually be that specific, but just set the language to English. That's the main important part. So just set your language to English. Okay? Now that we've gone through these two codes, which is the main part and is in every single project you always make, these two are the most important codes, okay? Let's look at the head. So there's some commands which I really need to teach you about. So as you know, HTML stores something called metadata. So basically it stores char sets, your title, the name, etc., etc. So let's say, for example, if I show head, let's write meta. So metadata is basically something which is stored in HTML. So you don't need to actually go into great depth about it. You just need to take note that HTML does store metadata. So meta char set. A char set is basically the type of website you're using, the version. So the version in which I normally use, and I think everyone uses, is UFT 8. Do not use any other char set. You can use other char sets, but UFT remains the same, but it's just that it's a different number. But most of the time, I use UFT 8, okay? After that, we can write another meta. So that's basically a simple meta char set right there. So we have the head commands. This is just one command for head and one command for meta. So for today, I'm just going through what is this all about. So it's really just talking about one thing. HTML lang is equal to en. This is one important thing you need to take note. Always define the document. And finally, always define the char set and your title. Every website has a title. What is the title, if you ask? As you can see, you see all these numbers here, or you see all these names. That is the title. This thing, this code sandbox here is the title. Okay? So that's the title of a website. Now that we've learned something simple, let's talk about the next command, which is body. So body is basically the middle, or like as you learned in primary school, if you were in Singapore, you would learn a burger. So you have the header, the body, and the conclusion, right? It's a burger. So same thing here. The body is basically just the middle and the main portion of the entire website. It's basically whatever you want to showcase of the website. So it's the most important part. So every website also has a body. Unless you only want to make a website with a header and a conclusion, then that's not up to you. So once you create body, let's begin. We start off by first creating what should I make? Okay, let's create a header. So we are using H1. Now H1 is the biggest font we can actually get. So H1, this is welcome to Danuba Coding. So as you know, this is my coding center. So basically I teach coding here. Okay. So then you close. So as I said, you always have to close your tags. If you don't close your tags, there'll be multiple errors. Just one small mistake of not closing your tags can actually cause an error. Sometimes it may work, but it's best to be safe because not closing your tags can cause bugs in the future, which is why it's extremely important to close your tags. Okay? After that, let's create a paragraph. A paragraph is basically something that you write, which is actually a long sentence. So a long sentence is, this website just showcases all about I'm kidding. All about HTML coding and Scratch coding, for example. And like I said, close your paragraph. And then remember to close your body as well. Now, if you want to refresh this page, welcome to the Danubra Coding. This website just showcases all about HTML coding and Scratch coding, right? So now that we've done that, doesn't this look a little bit boring, doesn't it? So my question is, how to make it more interesting? Well, that's pretty simple. So what we're gonna do here is, for example, let's say we want to change the font color of the heading. We maybe want to change it to, I don't know, green. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here. As you can see, we've written H1, just right here. And next, we're going to write this function. This function name is style. Style, and then whoa, what happened? What just happened? What just happened? Hold on. Please hold as wait. Oh, I deleted it. Oh shit. Oh, I actually deleted it. Oh, oopsies. So wait, let me try to do this again. Slash head. Sorry. Please hold as we try to find the power. Thank you. Remember to always close. Head. Okay, let's write the code all again because it broke. Head. Then after that, we have your title, which is Danubra Studios. Oh yeah, also don't forget slash title. Don't forget your meta. Meta charset is equal to UFT8. And then close your header. Next, body. Body here, we create our header, which is saying, welcome to the Danubra Coding. And then after that, paragraph. This website is a simple website just to show how HTML and CSS is so easy. And then close the paragraph, okay? So, and then finally you close your tags for body. Okay, so now that we've done this, let's add some CSS to this. Let's make it a little more better. So let's say I want to change this to blue. So what I'm going to do is click here, style, brackets, and search font color, red. Let's say I want red. Yeah? So if I were to refresh this, will it work? It didn't. Wait, what? So one thing you need to take note is, why doesn't that work? Remember to end it with a semicolon. That's what I always do for some reason. And something after that works. It's fine if it doesn't work. Okay, yeah, you know what? It's fine lah. So I'm just gonna teach you another one. And then just, what is this? What the heck is this? Okay. Now after that, we're just gonna add a new one. Style. Let's add a text decoration. This we can make it to make it a little more interesting. Text decoration, underline, easy. Now if you're to yeah, see, it's underlined. So this helps to make an underline lah. Okay. Or what if we want to change the background? What if we want to change the background color? What if we want to change the background color to black? Oh, I actually totally forgot. You're not supposed to do this. Oopsies, 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 oopsie. So that changes the background color to black. Amazing. But we don't want it black. Let's say I want it yellow. Okay, so background. Let's see. This is interesting, right? Oh my god. That's the problem with with this. That's why I hate it. Okay. Background color. Let's set it to yellow. Yellow's good. Yellow's a good color. So if you were to, yeah, see, it's nice. I like it. Plus we have text decoration, which is, let's say, wavy blue underline. I mean wavy blue, wavy blue, wavy blue. Blue underline. And as you can see, it's wavy. So this is just one way which CSS really just comes to life. So yeah, that's literally it for today's video. Today, we're just trying to explore what HTML and CSS really is and about tags and all. So it's time for the summary to really understand what we have learned in today's video.